About the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan, BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You've worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Is going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes Free. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on his hand. For the 140th time ever, Minot High and Bismarck High collide in boys high school hockey. Tonight we open up the WDA schedule with the Demons and the Magi live at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena in year number 50 for Minot High Magicians hockey, year number 51 for the Bismarck Demons. Minot High has been stout against Bismarck High dating back to 2019. Since the 17th of December 2019, the Magi have only lost once to Bismarck High, compiling an 11-1 mark over the Demons. They've won 9 straight. Tonight they open up the regular season on their home ice surface, and we bring it to you live here on the PSP Network. Good evening, hockey fans, alongside of Mr. Matt Morelli, the former University of North Dakota and Minot High School standout. I'm Nick Holberg. Thanks for joining us for our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here tonight. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll bring in my broadcast partner, Mr. Matt Morelli. Hey, you know what? The hockey season's my favorite time of the year, and it's always good to reunite with these hockey friends of mine, including yourself. How was the offseason for you, my friend?
It was good. Yeah, it's been good. It always goes by fast. It's like these guys, players. The season can't come fast enough. They want to get rolling. They want game action. Practicing is one thing. They want the real thing. So it's exciting to get out here. I mean, look at that girls' game right before this. Didn't think it was going to ever end, but that's what the fall and cool temps is. You think hockey.
You certainly do. How was the golf game this summer? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it mediocre? Where was it?
Well, it was all right. I didn't get to play as much as I'd like to. Like a lot of times, it takes up a lot of time, but it's summer was good. It always goes by quick and good warm weather. But boy, you sure appreciate hot weather when you come outside and this morning was whatever it was, -2, -3. It's that kind of slaps you in the face a little bit in the morning.
Yeah, it certainly does. That means that hockey season is here. And for the Minot High Magicians coming into the season, they had quite a roller coaster ride last year, finishing number 3 inside of the WDA when the regular season ended. Minot High then hopped all the way up into the WDA championship game against Dickinson, a game that everybody thought Minot High was going to win and receive a WDA crown for the first time since 2006. However, they did not. Dickinson won their first ever WDA championship. Minot High then went on to the state tournament. They overachieved, if you will. They finished 3rd at the state high school hockey tournament. Carrying that momentum from last year to this year has to be a point of emphasis, I would think, for that Minot High coaching staff.
For sure. I think you always build on your last game. Their last game, they won against Fargo South, and it was a good state tournament for Minot. Minot showed up. They were there. They were in. I think maybe Minot opened a few people's eyes a little bit for what you can do. If you can knock off 2 Eastern teams in 3 days, I think that's a pretty good tournament, and I think Minot would take that. Most teams would take that anytime. So I think that was like a good confidence builder for the players. Coaches, yeah, they're going to be jacked up. The players saying, I think they're finally realizing that we've said a lot in the past. You got to believe that you can skate with those guys. We know that the Eastern schools are powerhouses in hockey. They might be okay in some of the other sports. They're always good in football and some of the other sports, but when you think of Grand Forks, you think of hockey, and if you don't think that, you don't know the city well enough. So if you can hang with those Fargo teams and give Central a good game, they were right there. Not saying we were going to beat Central, but it was a pretty close game. I think you asked Grant Paranika about playing Minot, and I don't think he felt too calm and cool that whole game until the end of the game. So I think Minot, you build on the momentum. You finished well. Now you got quite a few guys coming back. You got a solid goaltender in Devin Keller, tall. When a goalie, you're a goalie. When a guy is tall and takes up the net like that, that's such a huge advantage.
Bismarck High on the other side. Hard to talk about the Demons. Nothing but respect for Bismarck High and the pedigree that is Bismarck High School hockey. However, in the last 4 to 5 years, it just hasn't been the same with the shifting of the schools down in Bismarck with Legacy coming on board. Bismarck went 1-16 last year, 1-17 overall in the regular season. It's not something that anyone in Bismarck likes to talk about with the downfall of Bismarck High. However, they just got done playing Fargo South a few days ago, and they lost 5-1 to the Fargo South Shanley Bruins. What do you do if you're Bismarck High in that program and the new head coach, Stephen Dora, to try to build that program back up and try to get back on the map as one of the perennials inside of the WDA?
Well, I think you start with the basics. You get back to work, fundamentals. Start with those young guys. You got a new coach. He's going to want to teach the systems his way. Bismarck High, you can never rule those guys out. Even though they've had a couple struggles last few years, maybe the games haven't produced results like they wanted, you can never take them lightly, because if you go into these West Region games, you think it's going to be an easy game or a point night, you're going to come up short and you'll end up taking a loss. And we've always said these West Region games are so important. Yeah, people say, well, it's the beginning of the year, it's only one game in. That doesn't really mean much, because if you lose a tight game or a game that you think you should have, and when it gets to be late January, early February, and you're thinking of those missed points that your team could have had, that can sometimes be a factor and a mental factor. But if you're the Bismarck team, they're not thinking about that record last year. They're thinking, hey, we're starting from scratch. We're 0-1. We gave Shanley Fargo South a good game. There's no reason why we can't come on the road and give Minot a battle and get on them early and take it to them. And they're going to be hungry too, and that's what we want to see. We want to see a hard game. Love West Region play.
140th time ever Bismarck High and Minot High collide tonight here on the PSP Network. More of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show to come. We'll look at how the coaches in the state deem these teams fall into line. We'll take a look at some of the players that come back on both sides. We'll have our keys to the game. Then we'll have a salute to our country and the opening face-off all ahead in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show in front of the Demons and the Magi boys WDA high school hockey.
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 second, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Minot High, Bismarck High, WDA hockey, the season opener from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You really can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I just sit in my car, check my emails, maybe eat my lunch at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Fantastic. Find them at Minot and Bismarck. Well, ahead of tonight's Minot High Bismarck High showdown, let's take a look at the media poll, or the coaches poll, excuse me, inside of the state of North Dakota. How do the coaches in the state deem these teams will fall into line? Well, no big surprise here. Grand Forks Central and Red River are the teams that are the ones to beat, according to the coaches. But guess who sits at number 3 in the state? Minot High School. West Fargo at 4, Fargo North at 5, Century at 6, South Shanley at 7, Cheyenne at 8, Fargo Davies at 9, Legacy in the top 10. Mandan, Devils Lake, Jamestown, Dickinson, Grafton Park River in the top 15. Williston, Botno, and then you'll find Bismarck High at 18. Mayport and Hayes and Beulah round out the 20 in the state. Minot High played at a jamboree, if you will, on the east side of the state just last weekend. What was it about Minot High against Red River, Central, and East Grand Forks that you thought was so impressive? just last weekend.
Well, I think Minot maybe they hadn't been there in that jamboree before. So it seemed like they played with a little loose, like they didn't have anything to lose, even though they don't count for any points. It was you play a couple shortened, you just play a shortened game. I think it was like a 30-minute stop time, but I thought Minot was aggressive. They were had a good forecheck. They were physical. I don't think the Eastern teams were quite ready for that. We've played them before, but we just don't get to play them enough. And I think when you can hang with those Eastern teams, your confidence throughout the game just gets better and better. And then to have a solid goaltender in there, I think really helps. But either way, it was a good warm-up / measuring stick for Minot, just to get some guys some ice time, get them out there, see what they can do, and that's what you want in preseason.
Well, the standings inside the state look like this. There's only been a few games that have been played on record. Shields brings you the boys hockey standings in the East and the West. 20 teams compile the field, all bidding for a state title in 2025 at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. Who will it be this year? Teams that have games under their belt, Bismarck's 0-1. That means that Fargo South Shanley's 1-0, make it 2-0. They've got another win on the year. Mayport dropped to Grafton earlier this season. Those are the only games that have been played inside of the state, besides Mandan dropping one earlier this year as well to South Shanley. Those are your standings inside of boys hockey inside of North Dakota. Once again, tonight we've got Bismarck High, Minot High coming together for the 140th time ever. Let's look at some of the state's top producers that come back. The top returning players in our state of North Dakota. Who are they? Well, Drew Beasley and Charlie Vig, a pair of Bismarck players. One from the Sabres, one from the Patriots, is on this list inside of the top 6. However, Charlie Vig and Drew Beasley leaving high school early to go on to junior hockey careers. That means that Rylan Beadall from Grand Forks Red River brings back 50 points to the Riders this year. Bryce Banner brings back 50 points to West Fargo. Mac Morelli, who we see tonight, brings back 48 points for the Magi. Brubakken from Century had 47 last year. Mac Blue from Central had 40 last year. Mandan's Carson Jors had 37. James Larson from Park River had 36. Keep an eye on Peyton Getzloff, the sophomore from Botno, 34 points for him in his freshman campaign last year. Easton Panasuk's on this list. We see him tonight. And Tegan Strand, a couple players from Minot High School. Nobody for the Demons had breakout years, if you will, last year. They look for a different outcome here in the 24-25 campaign. By the way, we'll get to see Legacy and Century this Friday night on the PSP Network. West Fargo and Fargo North travel across the state. Todd Domrys will have the call on the PSP Network coming up on Friday, 5 o'clock for the Pack and Pats, 7:30 for Fargo North and Legacy on Black Friday coming up just around the corner. Well, we'll take another break on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game. We'll also have our player spotlight and the opening introductions tonight between Bismarck High and Minot High in WDA hockey from the Pepsi rink here in the Magic City.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous addition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Bismarck High, Minot High, the old school rivalry. This is one of the best rivalries inside of North Dakota high school athletics. However, the Magi have dominated the last 9 matchups, including going 2-0 last year against the Demons, where they outscored Bismarck High 17-0 in the home and away matchup. Tonight's a whole new year and a whole new showdown between these two teams. One of the players that we'll spotlight tonight in our player spotlight as we get ready for this showdown here this evening, Minot High's Mac Morelli. This young man, 26 games played last year as a junior. He's an all-state selection, 27 goals, 21 assists, 48 points, number 9 in scoring when it was all said and done last year for Minot High School. Looking for a big year. I know you don't like to talk about your kids a whole lot. You got one in the NHL right now, and you got one that's an all-state player, but what is it about his game that means so much to Minot High at this point in his career?
I think Mac, he's kind of he can score, but I think he enjoys being a playmaker more often. I think he gets excited when the team is doing well. He wants to see other guys do well. He came back for a reason. They want us to win a title, and I think they have a chance, and he wants to contribute. And I think he's one of those guys where you're going to need everybody. You need everybody top to bottom to be a solid team come mid-February in Grand Forks.
There's your player to watch tonight, number 21, Mac Morelli from Minot High, 3-time All-West Region, 2-time All-State selection. Starting lineups have been already had for the Bismarck Demons. That means it's time for the Minot High starting lineup. As we do that, we'll take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. For Bismarck High tonight, they really need to slow Minot High's game down just a bit. It seems like the Magi, when they have speed and time and space, they're deadly. And on the other side for the Magi tonight, some early shots to try to test Dieter early in this contest and get that momentum going. Will those be your keys tonight?
For sure. I think Bismarck, they need a good start early. Get off to the first couple shifts. They got to be jumping. They got to be hitting Minot. You've got to slow them down. Minot likes a lot. They base it on a lot of offense with that top line. If you're Bismarck, get in their way. Clog up that neutral zone. Don't give them that extra space. I think if you're Bismarck, you don't have to be fancy. Just keep it tight. Give yourself a chance at the end of the game.
Well, we'll salute our country with our nation's national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Let's go down to Duffy Dobeck, the voice of Minot High hockey. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Our nation's national anthem just ahead of tonight's WDA hockey showdown between Bismarck High and Minot High. 140th matchup ever between these two hockey teams. Nick Holberg, Matt Morelli on the call here tonight. We'll put a cap on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Let's get you set and ready for the opening faceoff tonight that's brought to you by 701 Realty and Andrew Goodmanson checking in. The offseason for Goody is always good. He takes some time just to relax. I always catch him off guard when I tell him it's hockey season too, by the way. Can never just quite get that.
We got to convert him. He's coming around.
Yeah, I think he's getting there, but he said just again like he did 2 years ago, he said, As Andrew Goodmanson would say, it's hockey season. I don't even have my boat off of Rice Lake yet. Well, you better, Goody. The ice is coming, my friend. 7-1 Realty and Andrew Goodmanson bring you the opening draw tonight. Bismarck High is in black and maroon. Minot's in white uniforms of maroon and Vegas gold tonight. Let's play North Dakota WDA high school hockey. We are officially underway at the Pepsi rink as Minot High controls off the opening draw and fires it down into offensive territory. Here's Mac Morelli back to the point for Deal. Fired in. Dieter save, rebound. Oh, it's right underneath them. Early start for the Magi, buzzing off the opening draw. And the shot came in. The stop was made from Dieter, but the Magicians looking like sharks in water, smelling blood early.
Great save on the deflection there by Dieter. That's what you need. Get a couple saves under his belt so he gets comfortable.
First shot of the game belongs to the Magi off the draw. Demons have possession underneath their own net. When you beat a team 9 times in a row, you start to carry a little swagger with you. However, it's a new crop each and every year out front. Here's Panasuk, fired, knocked down. Loose out of the slot, comes back away up to center ice where the Magi have it. It's taken and moved forward from Jace Lemon off to Tegan Strand. On the near side wall, Demons have possession. Bumped off ahead into offensive territory. Here comes Schneider with it. He lost a handle on it. Now Panasuk brings it right back in. Easton Panasuk to the near side. Chipped down out of the zone and back on the retrieve for the Magi. The D-man Pakaluk goes back after it. Fires it up to center ice. Bismarck High under new direction this year. Stephen Doran, his first year as the head coach of Bismarck High School. He's got Quinn Ackerman as his assistant, the former Bismarck High goaltender. First shot on Keller in the hockey game. Keller goes down and makes the save. He'll hang on to it.
Made a change for you. That's all right. Wow, no, that's all right. We're talking about, like you said, both goalies. You need a couple saves to kind of get comfortable, take the edge off a little bit. You always want to make that, like, you can't be letting any goals in the first couple shots.
Well, the feeling out process early, especially early in the season. Keller goes down and makes another stop, that time with the catching mitt. Well, Keller, the young man from Minot High School, you talked about his size inside the blue paint and inside the red goal pipes for Minot High School. This is a young man that didn't get a whole lot of time last year until tournament time, and when he did, he was sensational in the WDA tournament. Ended with a 95% save percentage at the end of his sophomore campaign 1 year ago, splitting time with Erickson and Ostrom. Back at the point, here's a drive that's going to be knocked down. Bismarck High with good pressure early, comes into the blue paint. Keller's on top of it again, and Devin Keller will hang on to it. Bismarck High buzzing to start here in the first.
I was going to say, smart play by Keller. When you're under pressure, don't take any chances. Anything near you, just freeze it. Let's get 5 new guys out there. Sometimes you get a little flustered, but we don't need to give up a greasy one this early.
Keller's glove side. You don't think you need to be worried about Goody's boat down there, do you? Freezing in the lake?
Well, that's a classic.
Off the end board, shuffled out there by Groschi, but it's held in at the line. Two Magi run into each other. Groschi back in after it. Demons back behind their own net. Up to the point it comes. Taken here by Hamlet. He fired it forward. Puck's taken away by Michael L. And L on the near side wing. Tried to possess the puck. He couldn't. Taken by Bismarck High. Lennox in after it. Lennox down and deep. Well, I'll tell you right now, the first 2 minutes of this hockey game show Bismarck High's got a different chemical makeup than they did last year. Look out for the Demons. Back underneath the net. Minot High offensive zone now as the puck comes back away to the near wing. Kyler Loris handles here. Pinned up on the near boards. Schmeichel got a fresh haircut to the offseason, I see.
I love it.
Schmeichel's back in after it on the forecheck. Takes it underneath the net now. Shuffles it back away behind the cage. Came to Minot High's Hudson Cope. Back up to the line. Handled here by Marsland. Fired in. And the stop was made from the netminder Dieter.
Great save.
Shots are now 2-2. 14-19 to play here in the opening period. Cope again. Walks in the slot. Fires. That one rose high and wide. Deal down and deep with it. Deal got it back underneath the goal line. It's going to come away back here to Strand, and Tegan Strand goes back to Deal. Deal will fire wide, goes away to the far side point. Lemon dumps it right back in. How about Deal on the tennis court? He's one of the best tennis players in the state of North Dakota. Back up to the point. Shot was blocked. Nice block there coming from Kopsang as the Magi get the puck now with Morelli. Here's the captain. His older brother got called up by the Vegas Golden Knights and played in Philadelphia last night against the Flyers. Puck comes back up to center now where Deal drops it back off. Morelli back in with it. Here's Mac Morelli walking down blocker side. Out in front. Oh, put it on a tee for Panasuk. Couldn't pull the trigger. Mac Morelli from the corner. Sent up to Strand. Blocked away. Far side wing on the retrieve now. This is Richards. Got it away forward. Center slot. Morelli. He'll turn and fire. High riser miss. Blocker side. Comes back underneath the net for Strand. Tegan Strand going to work for the Magi. Puck is going to be pushed all the way out and down. The roller comes back in behind Devin Keller. That will be an icing on the play. That icing is brought to you by the UPS Store. UPS Store located on South Broadway in the Magic City for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS Store. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. 3 minutes, 55 seconds in. Good tempo early tonight, Matt.
Yeah, it's a good play by Bismarck. Don't take any chance. If you're under pressure, just get a whistle.
Loose out in front of the Bismarck goal. Big save. Dieter off the pad. Rutlick had it. Knocked it out of the air and fired a shot on, but the stop came in for the Bismarck high netminder. Magi have it. They work it away from Thompson. Back to the line. Rising shot from the point from Pakaluk. Missed. Now it's pushed on the near side wall and up to center. This is Freese with it. Shuffled it on across. Freese off to Steen down to the corner. Puck taken away by the Magi, and they rush back up to center. This is Cole Richardson. Richardson got it across at the line. Hagano in over the line, but whistled for the offside. And the faceoff will bring the puck back out into the neutral ice zone. A stop of the play with 12:28 remaining in a scoreless first period.
Well, they've tested Dieter early. They've had a couple nice deflections. He's made some good saves. I mean, that's what you need. You need to, make a couple ones that you might not normally make. Deflections are, tips. So those are always tough for goalies. But either way, mine's putting them on net. They've missed net a few times. Anything, you got to go to the net. That's where the action is.
Oh, and Dieter played against Fargo South Shanley. He saw 42 shots on goal. Stopped 37 of them. That's what you need from a goaltender. Those matchups. When you're outshot in that fashion, Fargo South Shanley's no slouch by any means. They never are. Hagenow underneath the net now. Works it away to the far side. At the point, Pakaluk across. Richardson, he'll turn and fire. Hit traffic in front. Puck's taken here by Richards. He'll move it out to center now for the Demons and dump it down in on Keller. Catching mid-stop, and Keller will hang on to it. Face-off will come on his glove side. Here with 11:54 to play in a scoreless first.
No, I think you're going to have a little feeling out by each team. I think Bismarck, you're hungry. They want to get that first one, take a little bit of pressure off, get anything greasy will help Bismarck.
Shots are now 3-3. Minot's got the puck back here with Hudson Cope. Up to center. Cope will dump it on forward, down into the zone. Comes to Schmeichel on the near wall. Pushed down in deep here by Schmeichel. Into help for the Magi is Michael L. Puck squirts out center slot. The captain then shuffles it off ahead. Up to neutral ice where it goes off of Loris. And Kyler Loris moves it into Minot High territory. But the Magi moving right back out. Right in front of the Minot High bench. No coaching change for the Magi. Jordan Willard, Jason Bennett, still the head man in charge. John Grubb still on the bench. Here's an opportunity for the Magi. Side of the cage. It was Michael L that fired. Puck's taken by the Demons, and out it comes. This will come down, but the net is off its moorings, so that will bring a stop in the play here with 11:10 to play in the opening period. Well, when you think about Minot High and Bismarck High all time, the amount of games, this is year number 14 for me, by the way, calling Minot High Magicians hockey.
Good for you, man. That's
yeah, what a run that has been, and a lot of fun it's really been covering the athletes in the WDA in our state. And of course, there's nothing better than Minot High, Bismarck High, anything in my mind. It's the best rivalry that the Magicians have, and as the guy that has been based in Minot for that amount of time calling these, there's been some epic showdowns between these two teams and programs, and let me tell you, when they're as storied as they both are, that one goes off of Keller. Puck is going to be freed down to the near side for Deal. Deal tries to clear, he can't. Deal gets it back now. He's going to be bumped off the puck. Gets it back and now shuffles it up the wall. Trying to go to Michael L. Deal's got a big hit there. Pasted. Puck clears the zone and it comes back to center. Magi have it. Here comes L into the offensive territory. Ridden off the play. Nice play from Johnson. Puck's taken back by the Demons. Anyway, back to that conversation about Minot High, Bismarck High. I don't care what anyone says. The WDA is a better place when Bismarck High Demons is. The hockey program is at the top of the list because nobody likes watching Bismarck High be the powerhouse that they've been in the years past. It's nice to see that there's progress moving back up the ladder inside of West Region hockey for Bismarck High School. Underneath the net now for Morelli. Far point. Akaluk to Deal. Down to the corner. Shuffled back up. Deal's got it again. Rister knocked down with a skate here on the near side wing. That was Schnell that blocked that shot. Now it's Panasak who's got it here. To Pakaluk. Back to the point. Deal. Fired forward. Sent back door. Karam's up to the point. Pakaluk fired in. Taken by the Demons. They fired out. Lead pass was there for Geiger, and it comes all the way down. It will be an icing, and that icing is brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. 701-852-1700. Call and order now. They will deliver tonight. I had a Blue Buffalo pizza there last night. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, fantastic.
So good.
No leftovers?
There was no leftovers. Lunch buffet tomorrow from 11 to 2 at Planet Pizza. Well, there you see the Bismarck High head staff, that coaching staff. Stephen Dora played for the Demons a few years back with Quinn Ackerman. Some young blood in the coaching ranks at Bismarck High School. Long list. Bismarck High. Here comes Panasak into the zone. Panasak down in on Dieter. Dieter's going to hang on to it. 9:08 left in the first. When you think about Bismarck High, obviously the first thing you think about is Mikey and Jim Peluso and what those guys did at the helm of Bismarck High. And Mike, of course, playing in the NHL, and Jim being from the Iron Range and being just a master as well. Those guys really did a good job building this program back in the days.
Yeah, they're legends down in Bismarck. They've built the program up. You want, like you're saying, you want Bismarck to be good. You want Century to be good. You want good, hard games. That's what it's all about.
Well, the Magi looking to get back to the top of the ladder in the WDA. They haven't won a region tournament title since 2006. Look out, puck came off the end boards, got past Dieter, and it's in the circle now where it's going to be taken here by Bismarck High School. And it's going to get it back for a moment as Hagenau shuffles it down to Rutlick underneath the net, down to Gretzky's office, trying to fire it away. Here he does to Thompson. Thompson takes it down and deep. Back to Rutlick, fired out front. Hagenau on the attack now. Dieter's going to make a stop. We're under 9 minutes to play here in the opening period. Nobody on the board yet. Puck lays loose at center ice, comes back away now to the Magi. And they push up into offensive territory as Rutlick got it off. Hagenau, then Thompson. Collision in the corner. Puck lays free. Down in deep, picking it up here is Ian Feist. Move back away to Rutlick. Bumped off the wall, up to the point. Here's Marsland. Went to his partner for DeShaw. Taken away by the Demons. They come out to center on the one-on-one drill. This is Freese, and Freese will send it back in behind Keller. Up the near side wing, off for Rutlick. Picked up here. Schwartz moved it off away. Comes back now to Marsland, who's on the retrieve in his own territory. Marsland shuffles it on ahead. L got tattooed here on the near wall. Schmeichel carried it in. Taken back away by the Demons. Push back up to center ice. Minot will dump it back in with Schmeichel. No, Schmeichel actually carries it, fired on. Dieter made a waffle board stop. Comes back away to L. Marsland. Back to L. Into the corner. Just about 10 minutes into the season for both of these clubs as comes back up to the far point. Here's a drive that sailed in off of Oliver DeShaw. Flipped up off the wall, trying to clear there was Lennox. Marsland holds. He'll fire, sent it wide. Puck's underneath the goal line where both teams scrum for it. Out with it now come the Magi. Sent out in front, big save. Rebound, L fires. Oh, Dieter's on the doorstep. Gets the glove on top of it, and Dieter coming up big as Minot High starting to throw some pepper towards the Bismarck High goal.
It's good to see. I mean, it's good pressure, but Dieter's hanging in there. You just be solid. He's not panicking back there. He's cutting the angles down, which is good. Bismarck's having a little tough time in their own zone, but I tell you, when you're under pressure like that, there's nothing wrong with taking an icing, any type of whistle, just to get some fresh guys out.
Well, Dieter covers the puck after he sees shot number 8 in the hockey game. He stopped them all so far in this WDA showdown. Puck spun around from the near side wall. Back up to center. Mac Morelli back on it. Spent some time with the Minot Minotauros at the end of last year, the start of this season. Puck comes back underneath the goal line now where Tegan Strand goes to work. Strand shuffles it back down, but it's into the hands of the Demons, and they skate it up to center ice. This is Schneider with it. Schneider tattooed by Lemon on the far wall. Deals underneath his own net. Demons possess the puck back at the point here with Hamlin. His shot missed wide right. Puck comes back up to center now for Mackley Morelli. Morelli around a man, makes a move, gets it over Panasuk, fires. Oh, Panasuk sent it high and wide. Primetime opportunity for the Magi. Panasuk tried for the top corner and just sailed it a bit high. Morelli's got it back now. Backdoor feed. Oh, sent it to Strand, and Strand fanned it. Here's Morelli, center slot. Morelli will walk down with it. Morelli surveying, sends it up front. Up to Lemon at the point. While you talk about Morelli being a playmaker, you see a couple grade A chances there for the Minot High captain. Lemon dumps it back down. Strand's got it in the corner. Here's Tegan Strand, bumped it off ahead, taken by the Demons. Hamlin wearing that C on his uniform, representing his leadership of Bismarck High. And Hamlin will send it all the way down the length of the ice surface. This will be an icing on Bismarck High School as Minot High buzzing just a bit here to start the final 5 minutes of our first period of play.
A couple nice chances by Minot. They're moving the puck around. That's the thing. It's just sometimes you got. I think a lot of times guys don't expect it. You got to be ready for the puck at all times, no matter what position you're a D-man forward. It can shoot out to you at any time. You've got to always expect it.
Johnson got it around the far wall, held in there by Minot High's Pakaluk. Coming up from the Bantam program, Pakaluk, one of those young guys on the back end for Minot High School. Puck's going to be moved forward back up to the neutral ice territory. Rutlick got it off back to Pakaluk, moves it down. This one escapes all sticks and comes down for an icing, and that icing is brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, 0% financing. Free consultations online or in the office at Prestwich Orthodontics. Find them online, minotbraces.com. Gotta love that being at the game and watching it on PSP Network, don't you?
Yeah, again, that's the way to do it. Technology.
Shots are 8-3 in the hockey game. Minot's got the advantage, but nobody's scored yet on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Wide of the blue paint on Keller's glove side. Puck's down to the corner. It's been a clean hockey game so far. No power plays have been handed on or awarded yet to the contest. Here come the Magi up to center. Hagenau on the rush now into the zone. Swept away there by Quentin Wolf. Back over far corner. Thompson walking out. Thompson fires, save, rebound. Dieter another pad save. Puck's fired on out by Bismarck High. This one rolls right of the cage. That will be another icing. Thompson had the opportunity for the Magi, but Dieter has stood tall here in this showdown.
He has. He's made up all the right saves. You said you don't have to be fancy. I always think you're a goalie. I wasn't, but back in the old days of coaching, I just tell the goalie, I'm not going to tell you how to play your position. Just stop the puck any way you can, in any manner. You flopper, stand up, just stop the puck.
Puck comes back away up at the near sideline. Excuse me there. Good timing to get the winter cold at the first week of winter. Hey, Matt? Out of the corner, here's a drive. That one from Schmeichel just missed. Yeah, then we come out of the bullpen with back-to-back games. If you missed the girls' game, Century and Minot High, you missed a doozy. Pad save, rebound, shot again. Dieter comes up with 2 more big stops. Now we've got a call coming here. Arm is in the air. Andy Carton's got the reffing stripes on here tonight, along with Jordan Kelly, and there's going to be a call on the Magi, and Hudson Copes going to the box on a 2-minute roughing call. And Bismarck High awarded the first power play of tonight's hockey game.
I think you jinxed it earlier when you said clean game so far. Two minutes later, we get a penalty. That's all right. It's been good so far. They're letting them play. It hasn't been anything bad yet, but that's what you want to do. Let these guys play. It's a physical sport. It's all like they always say, call the obvious. Don't call the, let this little stuff go on both ends, and that's the way it should be. You don't have to call every penalty.
Shots are now 12-3 in the hockey game. Minot's got the advantage, but the Demons get their first power play, and it only lasts 4 seconds. A hooking is called off the ensuing faceoff, and into the box for Bismarck High will go number 26.
29.
Is it 29 rather?
Yep, yeah, 6 or 9, whatever. You call it, you're in charge.
Feist is the one that is into the box.
29, yeah. No, that's what I was just going to say. That might have caught a break there, and we'll take the 4-on-4, but either way, tough break for Bismarck. You're on the power play and you give up an offensive zone. You get a penalty in offensive zone.
Well, plenty of open ice favoring the quick-speeded Magi here, who have the 4-on-4. Strand up to the point. Deal's got it here. Shuffles it back to Strand. Deal at the point, surveying now as he walks to the middle of the slot, fires on, and Dieter comes up with the stop. Big thanks to Matt Mullally from the West Region, the WDA, checking in. The information that Dieter's actually a St. Mary's kid in the co-op between St. Mary's and Bismarck High School.
Right. Good to hear.
Last year for Minot High Magicians hockey with the full group of kids from across the Magic City. Minot North comes on board into the league next year. Here's Morelli, center slot. Here come the Bismarck Demons out to center now as it's going to be moved out ahead there by Schneider, but taken back by Morelli into the offensive zone. Puck's picked up again by Justin Steen. Lemon's got it, bumped it back, tried to go to Strand. And now Strand at center ice carries up for Minot High School. Strand in. Over to Morelli. Back to Strand. Oh, what a save that was. Dieter on the doorstep. Kicked the pillow out as Morelli put it on a tee for Tegan Strand.
Excellent save by Dieter.
Devin Keller freezes the puck, and now some extra afterward. Let's take another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Lemon bounces it off the wall, went off of Strand, and then these two can certainly move the puck for Minot High School. It's Strand dishing off to Morelli here. Back to Strand, and that pad save is there. That was a doozy.
Good save. Bismarck needs that. That's what you got to have.
10-shot advantage for Minot High at 14-4. Puck's up off the wall. Comes back underneath the net now for Pakaluk. Good crowd on hand here tonight at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena.
Love it.
Place holds around 2,400 at capacity. Nowhere near sold out tonight like Matt's days back in the 80s playing at the All Seasons Arena. However, a good crowd on hand for North Dakota High School hockey as Richardson carries in. And it's Panasuk. Now we go back the other direction with the rush. This is Hamlin. Hamlin carries down. He'll fire that one high off the glass. 90 seconds to play in the first. Nobody on the board yet. 16 seconds remains. On the 4-on-4, in comes Rutlick. He'll fire high riser off the blocker. Off the wall, rolling puck comes all the way down. Keller's blocker side. This will be an icing. And the Magi will have a power play for 2 seconds. Here with a minute 14 left in period number 1.
Well, I think both teams are, Minot's obviously had the greater of the chances, but I mean, it's just a matter of bearing down a little bit. Bismarck, you can't be fancy in your own end. You know you're under pressure. Just got to chip it off the wall, out of the zone, really relieve that pressure on the defenseman.
Demons are at full strength. Scrum in the corner. Minot High comes out with it. This is Schmeichel with it. Now he's got help from L. L walks out. L, big pad save again. Dieter's on top of it. quick whistle there, and the faceoff will come on the Bismarck High netminder's glove side. Dieter has been good with a capital G early in this hockey game. Remember your days back with the goalie pads? Were they all white by then, or were they still brown?
No, they're still
back?
the brown. Yeah, they're still the brown leather. Those things, I think each one was probably 15 pounds. Now they're 3-4 pounds apiece.
And quadruple the price.
I was just going to say, yeah, at least.
At least is right. Deal moved it far side, under a minute to play in the period. Down to 35 seconds to be exact. Schwartz moves it off ahead, back onto the tape now for Elias Johnson. Here comes Schmeichel back through center. Minot's got the puck at neutral ice. They go across the zone with Hagano. Dumps it off forward, down into the corner. Blocker side of Dieter. All right, kids, get ready to cut them down. We're at 15 seconds to play in the period. Strand for a Sunday stroll up at center ice. Dished off near side for DeShaw. Final 4 seconds. Now 3, maybe one more shot coming for the Magi. Here's Morelli back door. Strand sent it out front. Time expires in the first. Well, Minot High had some pressure. They had their chances in the opening period of play. Bismarck High's got a goaltender, however. Shots are 18 forward. We're tied at the end of one. Magic Towing Intermission Report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. it's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
One period in the books in the 140th all-time matchup between Minot High and Bismarck High. We are scoreless at the end of one. Welcome in to our Magic Towing intermission report. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Magic Towing proudly supporting the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. And oh, by the way, if you mention PSP when you call for a tow, you'll receive $50 off on your tow from Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now. You'll be glad you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. Nick Kohlberg alongside of the former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux and Minot High standout, Mr. Matt Morelli. First things first, Matt. Period number one of the season is in the books for Minot High and Bismarck High in conference play. It seems like we have a little battle on our hands, even though Minot High out shooting the Demons 18-4. Dieter seems to be the real deal for Bismarck High School.
He's playing well. I mean, that's exactly what Bismarck needed. If you can play a period giving up that many shots and you're not down in the game, that's a good moral victory for Bismarck. And they just got to keep going. Bismarck, stick with your game plan. You don't have to be fancy. If you're in trouble under pressure, just dump it out. Ice it, fire one off the glass and get it out. Get a line change. If you're Minot, you can't get frustrated. You didn't play it wasn't a bad period. The penalties were even up. I think Minot had some grade A chances. They just now the second period you need to find a way to bury them. And we talk about sometimes in games you don't get a lot of chances. You might not get any. You might get one chance in a game, and you got to be ready. You got to be. You have to expect the puck. You're playing with playmakers. You got Strand. You got Morelli out there. They like to move the puck. They're thinking offense. They move the puck well. They're creative. You need to be ready, and that's not just the forwards, the defensemen too. You're taught to use your defensemen. Look for them when they're open. A lot of times they're open. Go for that point shot. Minot had a couple nice tips on Dieter, and Dieter made some great saves, and that's what is going to build confidence. Bismarck will just keep grinding away, and that's the name of the game in West Region hockey.
Some of the highlights from the opening period. Both of them are Dieter saves that we'll look at here as you watch Strand and Morelli work in. This is your save of the game right there. That left toe comes up. Dieter shuts the door on Minot High's top unit. Another opportunity out in front and a couple big chances here. But Minot High still sits with a goose egg on the board because Dieter coming up ginormous in the first period. How big was he? Well, here's the numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. Locations in Minot and in Williston, 5 to be exact. Browse our massive inventory online. DriveRyan.com. Shots were 18-4 Magi in the first period. But both goaltenders were equal to every challenge that they saw. 18 saves for Dieter, 4 for Keller. I had to ask Matt if that 0 for 1 on the power play was rightfully to be put on the screen or not, just because of how short it was. It was about a second and a half it was 4 seconds for each team is what it was. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, but in the book it goes down as 0 for 1 on the man advantage.
Yeah, it's a wash on either side, but either way.
Well, we're through one period of play. Period number 2 around the corner here on the PSP Network. The Demons and Magi scoreless at the end of 1.
Right Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today. Member FDIC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
A lot of things going on.
One period down, 2 more to go. Minot High, Bismarck High deadlocked. Right where we started, scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Holberg, Matt Morelli on the call here tonight from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. There's one thing for Minot High School in the second period. As a change or a topic of conversation in the locker room, is there any changes, or do you just keep your foot on the gas the way that you did?
Yeah, I think so. I think you keep rolling. You roll your lines. You get everybody in the game. You keep playing physical. I think Minot's using their physical play to create some chances. They're creating turnovers. They've had, I think, a little bit more some odd man rushes, but I mean, Minot likes that. They like the wide open game. They want offense. They want chances. They want to shoot the puck. And I think if you're Bismarck, you keep them on the perimeter. Keep them to the outside. If you're going to give up shots, quality shots, make sure they're from the outside. Dieter's doing everything. He's playing good. He's solid. He's making all the right saves right now. Looks calm in there, and that's what you need, because he's going to probably face 50 or 60 by the time the game's over.
Minot High's in white, Bismarck High is in black. We're underway for our second frame. Nick Holberg, Matt Morelli on the call here from the Pepsi rink. Scoreless at the end of one. Minot High's got an 18-4 shot advantage as the ice has been tilted just a bit. Bismarck High weathering the storm, however. Tegan Strand's got it here, sends it out in front. That one just went past Panasuk. Back underneath the net, Morelli wrangles it down, sends it up to Deal at the point, wrists in, big save, rebound, kicked aside, and Morelli's got it one more time here now as he works it at the top of the point. Back over to Deal, sent in front and tipped there by Strand wide. Back up to Lemon, he's gonna fire it down, rolling puck was on end, went into the corner, now the puck's gonna come back away for Strand here, but it's taken at the line by Deal. Deal gets it down, back over to Strand, up top, Panasuk. Panasuk had it swept away from him. Lemon holds it. Sustained pressure by Minot High early on here in the second. Demons come away with the puck now as they work it away off the far wing. Back at the line. Deal over to Morelli. Morelli in front. Strand waiting. Back door. Oh, Panasuk had a yawning goal mouth and he sent it wide. Puck comes back away down to the Demons. Quentin Wolf trying to clear. Moves it off ahead. Morelli takes it away. Puck's going to be sent out of the zone. Deal's going to have to retrieve here. Bismarck High needing a change. They're going to get caught in one as the Magi bring out fresh horses. Lemon sends it down behind Dieter. Hagenau, the first one in after it. Thompson there for the Magi as well. Now it's going to be taken and hammered up off the far wall. Lennox tried to clear it, couldn't get it out of the zone. Comes back away down to the Magi. Thompson from the circle, firing, hit traffic. Bounced up to the point, back to Deal. Walking down with it, back door. Oh, Thompson sent it wide. Minot High's had 2 chances looking at a yawning goalmouth. Both opportunities sailing wide of the goal cage. Demons trying to clear. Minot High's got pressure again. Back in front, Thompson. Dieter blockers that one aside. Bismarck High trying to get it out of the zone. They can't. Rutlick then carries it out to center. Minot High will regroup now as they carry back in. Here's Hagenau. Got it off to Thompson. Back to Hagenau. One-time opportunity. Oh, what a stop that was from Dieter. Comes back away in the slot. Backhander. Dieter goes down out of the pillows and hangs on to it. The young man is getting a workout from Bismarck High right now, and he's standing tall in there. 21 shots on goal now. He stopped all of them.
Playing well. Good pressure by Minot. I mean, if you're Bismarck, you got it. They got out there such a long shift. They just need a whistle of any sort. I mean, that's what you do. You try to weather it the best you can without taking a penalty. But you have to. High school's lucky they can make a change without having to leave the same guys out there.
Cope underneath the net for Minot High. Comes out in front. Cope on the back doorstep. Wrangling here. Shuffles it down into the corner. Puck taken by the Demons. Back at the line. It's held there by Pakaluk. He fires it forward. He's going to have to regroup back at center now. Works it up the near side wall. Came away to L. Puck's taken away by Bismarck High, and in comes Kopsang. Puck's taken back by Pakaluk. Shuffles it up the far wall. On the rush come the Magi into offensive territory. Fancy move. Richardson fires. Denied on the blocker's side. Demons clear it down all the way to the left here of Devin Keller. And the icing on the play is brought to you by Planet Pizza. Try their lunch buffet tomorrow, 11 to 2. Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. And what is it that you always say? Wear your sweatpants to make sure that you
nice and loose.
Get your money's worth?
Exactly. Yep. It's sweatpants and a nap.
Sweatpants and then the nap at Planet Pizza. You got to dip the crust into the chicken tortilla soup. You won't be disappointed, I'm telling you.
Nothing beats the buffet. You just always eat more than you should.
Face off on the blocker side of Dieter. Strand's kicked out of the circle, so Panasuk has to come in to take the draw. In on the draw against Schneider. Panasuk lost it, but Strand gets it back, sends it back door. Oh, Dieter reaches out with the glove and hangs on to it. Some extracurriculars after the play, and Panasuk taking exception to the rough stuff after the whistle. Minot High's buzzing big time right now. It's a situation of when does the levee break, the old Tom Petty song. And right now, Dieter not showing any signs of that nearing.
Well, I mean, in your mind, you can't get frustrated. You just keep going. You got to go to the net. That's where the action, the rebounds, the deflections. They don't have to be fancy. You just get that first one.
Here's Mac Morelli with it. Morelli center slot, back up top, far point, fired wide. That one just missing for Marsland. Demons have real estate now with Johnson snaking his way through his own zone, hits the brakes and fires it up to center. Marsland gets it back, tried to clear his own end. Demons had to wait to touch up on sides, frees it up for Marsland now and just flips it down into the corner. Marsland gives chase on it. Back up to the near point. Shuffled off ahead, down to the corner off of Groschi. Groschi gets it back, fires a shot forward, hit traffic there. Here come the Demons. They got one on the rush up ahead. Here's a drive coming. That one off the knob of the stick of Keller. Not easy, by the way, for Devin Keller. Only seeing 5 shots. Morelli back the other direction. Here's Panasuk. Oh, Panasuk robbed. Now Lemon on the rush. Lemon walks down, odd angle shot, fired up, hit traffic and hit the glass. Morelli back underneath now with it. Working his way back up to Lemon. Back over to Tegan Strand. Puck lays free behind the Bismarck goal. Minot's going to keep it in with ease. This is Deal, fired, loose in front. Puck's taken away here by Feist, and Feist will just send it down. This will be an icing on the Demons. That icing is brought to you by our friend Mason Kramer. Mason Kramer Photography. Game action shots, senior portraits. Find them online, MasonKramerPhotography.com. Minot's had chances here, Matt. Another look at the last one from the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
They'll come. They just got to keep rolling and give credit to Dieter. He's not giving them anything. He's going to make him earn it.
Deal over on the far side wall, scrumming for the puck. Thompson frees it and shuffles it off down 11. Carried into the zone, but offsides is Hagenau by a step. And the faceoff comes back out into the neutralized territory.
Minot gets a little excited. You have to stay on sides. You want that puck bad, but you just have to. You just got to straddle the line. And if anything, you got to stop.
Well, when you look at these two programs in the West region, Matt, they're the only two teams on the western side of North Dakota to ever win state high school hockey championships. Minot High's got 2 crowns. Bismarck High has 1. Here's a drive-on goal. Rutlick was robbed on the play. Far wing, Deal's going to pinch it in and hold the line. Comes back away off of Hagenau now. Sends it out in front for Thompson, but it was shuffled aside. Nice heads-up play by Schneider. The Demons will carry in. Offsides on that opportunity are the Demons, and a stop will bring the faceoff back out into the neutralized zone. Well, that first banner in 1992 was one of the most epic hockey games that the state of North Dakota has ever seen. They beat Bismarck High 8-7 at the old Ralph Engelstad Arena. 2015, Minot High beat Grand Forks Central. The year prior, it was Bismarck High School that won the state title under the direction of Mike Peluso in 2014. What do you remember about that 92 game? You were at North Dakota playing for the Sioux at that point.
I was just done. I was playing for the Warroad Lakers, and I heard about it. Yeah, it's in my 5th year of school, so I was playing a little senior, little cash league up in Warroad. But you talk about Minot, you just think of Tommy Fillion and having just kind of toying with guys out there.
Funny, the conversation that we had with Tom Fillion, maybe last year, the year before, they start to run together after a few of these years calling these games. And Tom had 8 points in that tournament, I believe is what it was, or 15 points.
I was going to say, if not more.
Whatever the number was, Tom and I joked about it because he said that over time that story was kind of like, this puck goes up into the mesh, by the way, and a stop in the play. Tom had said that story over time had developed where it was something like he had 10 points or something in the state title game. Well, it was only 8-7 as the final score. But it was something miraculous back in 1992, watching Minot High win their first crown against Bismarck High. It was the year Mike Peluso had 99 points in North Dakota high school hockey. Talk about a campaign.
I don't know if you'll ever see that again.
Well, there's been some players that have come close. Harrison 8 up in Botno a few years back tried to track that record down, but it was untouchable.
Yeah, that's like 4 points a game or more.
Think about that. Off the draw, glove side of the goaltender Dieter. Comes back away, far corner. At the point, Minot's got it back. Here's a drive, Dieter glove save again, swept off to the corner once more. Approaching the halfway point to the hockey game. Nobody on the board yet, but it's a shooting gallery for the Magi. They've got a shot advantage that sits at 26-5. But nobody on the board yet. Puck taken back away underneath the Minot High goal. Back over to Morelli, far wing, hopped off of his tape. Shot on, Keller makes a stick save. Shuffled off ahead to the near wing. Now the Magi to center. With it comes Groschi. He's in over the line, and Groschi's going to be taken down on the play. Yeah, Minot High will go back to the power play. This will be their first quote-unquote real power play of the hockey game. The other power play that they had only lasted 4 seconds. And into the box on the tripping call for Bismarck High goes number 38, Dylan Schneider.
Well, if you're Minot, just generate some quality shots. I mean, now you got a full power play. Let's move the puck around. You need the shots from up top, and the guys got to crash the net. You got to go to the net. That's where That's where it's at. You have to take a beating in front of some guys. Some guys don't like that.
Magi power play comes out. Demons will send it 200 feet to the other end of the ice surface. Keller knocks it away and sends it back in behind the net here for Deal. Deal shuffles it off far side to Mackley Morelli. Up to center now for Tegan Strand. Strand will carry in, works it underneath the goal line, drops it back. Morelli, trying to wrap it around. Puck came away to Wolf. And now the Demons clear again. It's the old Jersey Kelly play from the Chad Burkhardt game plan back in the mid-2000s. It was Quinn Fuchs era stuff right there. Puck comes back away to Morelli now as he sends it back in. Morelli's going to get it back behind the net. Shuffled back over to Panasuk. Minot High pressuring. Minute 10 on the power play. Back over Morelli, back door, trying to go back to Panasuk. Dieter doesn't have the goal stick. Comes back away now to Morelli, back to the point. Deal, fired in, tipped in front. Rudlick shoots and scores.
Well, they needed that one. They had to get something to get kind of. Otherwise, I think the frustration was starting to build with Minot. But you can't blame Dieter on that. He's kept him in it. It could be a lot worse than 1-0 deflection. That was a nice tip by Rowluck. Yep. Nice shot by Deal. Good low shot. That's what you need. Something to get their stick on. Power play.
Rudlick from Deal and Morelli on the assist. One more look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. 27th shot of the game. Morelli to Deal. Rudlick just got a stick on it in the center slot to the Magi have taken a 1-0 lead. Power play goal for the Magi here in the second. Well, the big question now is, does the levy break just a bit? Dieter's been flawless in the hockey game, and not much you can do, like Matt said, on a play like that. Here's Duffy Dobek on the Minot High goal call. Morelli, Deal, Rudlick on the Minot High goal. While you look at what those young men did last year, Rudlick had 10 in his sophomore campaign for 20 points total. Mac Morelli again had a 48-point season last year for Minot High School. Aiden Deal not known for a whole ton of points. Here's a lead pass. Thompson's in by himself. Backhander. He scores.
Nice, great pass. Good stretch pass. That's for Bismarck. That's what you can't let happen. One you can take. Don't give up those quick ones. You're in it. You're still not out of it, but don't let a couple shifts turn into. Don't go from 1 to 3 to 4.
Well, just like that, Minot High leads 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard on back-to-back shots. And that's Thompson's first goal for Minot High School. Let's listen in to Duffy Dobek.
Scoring an even strength goal at 7:53 of the second period, number 10, Oliver Thompson. Number 3, Jace Lemon. That's Thompson from Lemon, even strength.
Thompson from Lemon, and Thompson gets his first as a Minot High magician. Well, Minot High trying to pour it on now as they've got the puck here with Strand. Demons are going to clear it out to center, but Deal's back on it. Flipped up now to Mac Morelli into the zone. Morelli across the middle. Puck falls down here for Strand. Sends it far side wing. Back up to center ice it comes. Out in front of Keller. Now the Magi have numbers to center. Strand with Morelli. He's got Panasuk with him. Strand tried to feed it out front. Nice play. Diving in front of that one. Getting a shin pad on it was Schnell. Then Strand goes up to the point for Deal. Back across to Strand. Lost it off the wall. Strand at center. Frees it for Deal. Back in come the Magi. Here's the feed. Back over to Panasuk. Fired. Big stop. Another shot on goal. And Dieter continues to be strong in this hockey game. That was shot number 30. He might not have gotten credit for both of them on that play. Nevertheless, Bismarck High goaltender having a performance tonight here at Minot.
Oh, he's keeping Bismarck in it. You can't fault his play. I think just Bismarck High, they've just got to realize, don't let the Minot guys get behind them. They're looking for that long pass like on that last goal. You should always know, don't let anybody get behind you. You're the defenseman. You're the last line of defense.
Marsland back on the retrieve for the Magi with one racing in for the Demons. That's Hamlin. Hamlin causing some trouble with Marsland, but it's freed now here for L. Dishes off the Magi on the rush again. Here comes Rutlick. He's got a goal in the game. Rutlick will fire high, rise or missed. Karams all the way back into Minot High's territory. And back on the retrieve for the Magi is Deshaw, who picks it up here. Deshaw to L, to center. Rutlick feeds it off now into the zone. Comes Easton Bradley. Bradley trying to go back to Panasuk. At the point. Working his way in. Here's a wrister that hits traffic and goes up and out of play as Deshaw fired that one. But it carried off a stick, and we will stop the play with 5:52 left in the second. Minot leads 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online, bnc.bank. The big question this year, will we see any dead rabbits on the ice anywhere, you think?
I don't know. We don't go to Botno. I think Botno comes here, I think.
Botno comes here at the end of the year?
Yeah, I think that might, I don't know. I'm thinking not, but you never know. Jamestown, maybe?
Jamestown kids are usually good for that.
Yep. They have a good effort up there for dead animals.
A lot of trappers in that area.
That's right. A lot of outdoorsmen.
Back behind the net. If you're new to Minot High hockey, it is a tradition in the West region that has gone away, of course, in the times these days where it's not seen quite as much as it used to be. One of the greatest stories ever told in the history of Minot High Magicians hockey is Minot High in 2006 was playing Bismarck High, and it was for the WDA title in the regular season. Minot High ended up winning that hockey game 1-0. Nathan Stremick was in on that goal with Tyler Lundy. This puck comes back in on Keller. Minot went up 1-0 late in that game, and then all of a sudden the raining of rabbits came onto the ice, 26 to be exact. Fell out onto the ice rink at the
I never heard that many.
Here's a lead pass. Demons have a chance. Steen's in. Steen lost it, fired it wide. Well, Bismarck High's got life here. Steen brings it back in. Thompson takes it away and shuffles it back up to center. Fired right back in from neutral now by Bismarck High as it's sent in. Off the tape of Quentin Wolf. Magi push back up to neutral ice. 26 of them, Matt. Think about what kind of parade that was of getting those cleaned up that night at the VFW.
Oh, tough night for the arena crew.
Busy night for the arena crew for sure. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the second. Fired from the line. Lemon sent it down. Went just wide. Justin Steen, the end of a long shift here as Minot High's got possession underneath with Cope. Cope sent it out, escapes the zone, comes all the way down to Devin Keller, the Minot High netminder. Keller goes off to Lemon, and Lemon fires it off forward. There's a big hit to the offensive zone as Nick Christopher had the hit. Christopher carries back in now, bulldozing his way forward. Puck sent up the wall into the offensive zone. Demons have a rush. Richards, side of the net, fired it off the cage. Puck comes back away, not a Deal. Turned over in front here. Front of the Minot High goal, but it's Deal that comes away with it again. Here comes Panasuk, turns the motor on. Panasuk's in with it, sends it up towards the high corner on the blocker's side. Waffle board was there from the netminder Dieter. Then Morelli. Now Deal. Here's Lemon with it. Lemon fires, hit traffic. Morelli tried to bat it out of the air. Here's Morelli now working bottom of the circle, back to the point, over to Deal, back to Morelli. Morelli to Deal, they play catch, then it's fired in. Dieter down onto the pillows. He'll hang on to it. Shot number 33, make it 34 in the hockey game, is denied by the Bismarck High net keeper.
Well, if you're Bismarck, Minot's got to probably step it up a little bit. Bismarck's got to find a little pressure. They just kind of snuck behind the Minot either a couple times. It's only a 2-goal lead. That's not by no means enough to sit on and get soft.
Morelli off the draw, sent that one high over the cage. Up at the point, Strand gets it off now. Panasuk taken away by the Demons. They try to clear. They will. Johnson fires in from center, back behind the netminder, Devin Keller. Well, there's a lot of talk about Keller inside of North Dakota high school hockey as being one of the top goaltenders in the state of North Dakota coming into his junior campaign. Had quite an offseason with some tryouts with junior teams. You've got a kid back there like Keller with that kind of skill and ability, you know that it could be a good year for your club, and Keller certainly will be leaned on as this season continues on for Minot High School.
Well, I think the players have a different mentality when they're their style. They can take chances. You know that you got a guy that can make some big saves back there. That's huge. Not saying we haven't in the past, but just that if a guy is hot and he's solid, takes up a lot of net like that, big tall kid, that helps a lot.
Drive on goal. Dieter's going to come up with the stop again as Thompson had the chance for the Magi. Into offensive territory now. Bismarck High carrying forward. Minot High's got the puck back here with Thompson. Thompson spins away, top of the circle, back at the point. Pakaluk back to Thompson. Shuffled out in front. Comes up to Richardson. Richardson playing a big role for Minot North in the football team. AA football making it to the semifinals in the first year of program history. 3-on-2, Demons back in, out in front. Thompson takes it away. Here come the Magi, big hit. Puck's freed there by Hamlin, nice shift for him. Hamlin roughed up there by Richardson. Then the Demons will dump it deeper into the Minot High end. Off the near side wall. Magi trying to clear. They do now. Thompson carries in. Surveys, brings it back up to the line. Pant save there on the shot coming from Hagenow. Second opportunity just missed for the Magi. Lemon held it. Demons will clear it. This will come all the way down. Will we have an icing? We will. And that icing brought to you by Minot State University. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. I didn't make it all the way through, but it's a good program for sure. Good college.
That's okay. You got good intentions.
Glove side of Dieter. Minute 2 left here in the second. Minot's up 2-0. Thank you, Duffy Dobeck, on the 1-minute call. Now on the near side, comes away down to Schmeichel. Tried to feed it back door to Deal. Comes away down to Cope underneath the net. Pinned up on the near wall. Demons will fire it down again. And Bismarck High will get the stop that they were looking for here with 38.8 seconds left here in the second period of play.
Well, you can't fault them on that. If they're under pressure. Their Minot is holding the zone. They're pinching a lot. They're kind of knocking pucks down at the blue line. That's okay. Take the whistle and catch your breath and get some different guys out.
Minot's top unit back out here. Strand off the draw. Comes up to Deal now, trying to shuffle it down to Morelli. Here's Mackley Morelli back to Strand, center slot, sent it over to the corner. Comes to Panasuk, back up to Lemon. Lemon sends it underneath the net. Final 20 seconds to play here in the second. All right, kids, count them down. We're at 15. Strand intercepts here on the near side, bottom of the circle. Comes back away to the far side. Quentin Wolf trying to clear. Morelli intercepts. Final 5 seconds of the period. Morelli up to Lemon. That will do it in the second. Well, Dieter stands tall. Minot High finds a way to sneak 2 past him. Shots are 36-7. Magi have the advantage in the shot column. They lead 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Magic Towing Intermission Report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
2-0 Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard after 2 periods of play. It's our Magic Towing second intermission report. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone now, you'll be glad you did. 701-509-4011. 701-509-4011. Magic Towing brings you the intermission. They also give you $50 off when you mention PSP Network. When you need a tow, it's Magic Towing. Nick Holberg on the call with Matt Morelli tonight here at the Pepsi Rink. We'll bring in a special guest, Mr. Bob Gillen, the Mesa Arena manager and the state statistician for North Dakota high school hockey. Most recently with some noteworthy prize from the North Dakota Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association, a special merit of achievement for 26 years as the state statistician. Bob, first things first, welcome in. How are you tonight?
Great. It's another season here, and great to have you back with PSP, Nick. And again, thank you for the nomination of that award. It's something that I don't look for doing things for accolations, but when you do get recognized, it does feel good that your work is noticed and respected and voted on, and certainly something I'll treasure, and definitely thank you for that, and it's a great honor.
Well, you're welcome. There's no question that that's a no-brainer. The amount of time, the amount of years that you've got in just for the love of the game. And for anyone that doesn't know, why did you start NorthDakotaHighSchoolHockey.com, and why did you put all that time in? Why do you still put all that time in? Is it just the love of the game, Bob?
It is, and we've had this discussion, but I know we have a new audience. But yeah, it was back when I got done coaching in Hazen Buell in 1999, moved to Grand Forks to be the hockey director there, and I want to stay with the game. And back then, websites and stuff weren't real common like they are now. And so Dean Wilson, the longtime Hall of Fame coach from Fargo South, said, Bob, you were kind of doing the standings by fax and everything. You want to keep doing it. And so then websites were going, and as we've talked, it used to take me 45 minutes to enter every game in by hand and move everything around. And then I got, in 2006 and 7, a developer, Dan Kramer, was with me for 17 years until this year, and sped things up a little bit, still did everything manually by hand. And this year we rolled out a new website through Sport Engine, and still learning, but it's been interesting. I think it'll be a step up from what we've had, and a lot more user-friendly for people like you, Nick, that can sort things into more stats and things that we can do. But it's a passion, and I just am very thankful for High School Activities to let me be a part of it. They don't have to. They've got the technology to do it, but Dave Karlsruhe and now Matt Fetch have just been great, and all the athletic directors. I just can't thank them enough, because it makes my winters go by and it lets me stay with the game.
Well, we thank you as a fan of the game and as somebody that's connected like I am in the game. Thank you sincerely for all those years and all that work. I know that there's so many hours, countless hours that have been there. With that being said, what can we expect with the new website? And tell us a little bit more about the new website that rolled out here earlier this year.
It's been discussion in the last couple of years. The big thing that's spirited Nick was Rink Rider with Roger, who that's at the state tournament. He retired, and he started Rink Rider. You can still use the game sheets, but he got rid of the website, didn't want to pay the yearly fee because he was not involved with it anymore. So I went to the high school athletic directors meeting back this past April in 2024 and met with them, and they were talking about just getting a new scoring platform, and now most of them out their game sheets and Sport Engine, which we're using now, automatically live score and then just compute the stats. I don't have to do anything but manage the site now. I do a few entries, but most of the games going on, I think there's 11 games tonight. I think only 2 right now. I'll probably have to go back and do the manual entry versus all 11. So it was really that spirited, and it's their program. They went ahead and paid the fee for Sport Engine, the development of it, and Tim at Sport Engine built everything out for me, because I'm not. Everyone that knows me knows I'm not very tech savvy. But it's been a great thing, and Dan, I called him and just told him, hey, it's kind of out of my control. They want to move to this new program, and he understood it. And both of us are in our 50s and getting to that age now where it's if it goes away or someone else takes over and we're ready to step away, the platform is there now. Someone can step in, and all the history got moved over from the old site, which that was my biggest concern, was losing 17 years of that stat history, and that got moved over by Sport Engine. So everything's there, and we'll just kind of work through it this year, get everyone kind of trained in. I'll build out some new things on the site that we couldn't do on the old site, and we'll just get through this year, and then I think there's great things moving forward with the new website. The only thing that changes is the ND now is at the end. So instead of ndhighschoolhockey.com, now it's highschoolhockeynd.com.
I get a big smile on my face when you say that you don't have to manually type all those scores in and the box scores now moving forward. What will you do with all your time, Bob?
My wife was so happy when she heard about that, because when I go to my USA Hockey meetings outside of the state, and I have to go back after we have dinner or whatever, go do our little vacation or whatever we do, I have to go back and do stats. She always kind of grumbles that at midnight she's trying to go to bed and I'm doing game sheets till 2 a.m. on vacation or on the road or something like that. So there's still some work to do behind the scenes and things that I'll have to do. But now what my project is now, just once we get everything going, is I want to take all my years and start adding on like the top 50 goal scorers all time since I've been doing the site, assists, boys and girls, and points. And there's a lot of different categorical things I can do and history things I can do with all the years that I've done that I've kept in binders or on the site now that I want to get on there and get some of that, which the other site I couldn't do. So I've got work to do, but it's just not going to be the manual entering 4 nights a week for 4 months.
Well, beautiful stuff. We thank you all. All of us thank you in this hockey community so much for all those years and all that time. Sincerely, job well done. Fantastic stuff, and I'm glad that you get to take it a little more easy now moving forward. That's good news.
Yeah, hopefully by Christmas we'll be good now and get through it, and everyone will be trained, and we'll just get to enjoy the rest of the season. And the state tournament will be here, and I'm excited to see how things roll out there with everyone that works at the state tournament.
Well, you not only have a full-time job, or did, with highschoolhockey.com, also the Pepsi Rink, Mesa Arena, the whole facility here. You're the general manager of. What's the state of the Pepsi Rink right now? Obviously, this place is still as beautiful as ever, and the WDA tournament returns here to the Pepsi Rink.
We're excited for that. I think it's going to be a great tournament, and hopefully, Minot makes it. If they can make their way in the championship, it'll be a packed house. But that tournament doesn't matter who's in it. It's just a well-attended tournament. This is a great venue, and you're just right on top of the game. It gets really great atmosphere with the crowds and the students here. So we're looking forward to that, and of course with Toros and Minot State, and all the youth teams, and we have 9 tournaments coming up here starting in December after Thanksgiving. So we have triple headers, double headers. It just never ends 7 days a week. But we love it. We're proud of our facility, and like I said, it's going to be fun to have WDA here again. And then with the girls now starting on Wednesday at state, you have 4 days. We're going to have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday state tournament now in Grand Forks, and so that's going to be interesting to see how that goes with the split.
Yeah, it should be quite a year here at the Pepsi Rink. I have to ask one last question. I made the comment during the girls' game earlier on tonight in the doubleheader broadcast that this is the cleanest facility in all of sports in North Dakota, and I mean that in a very complimentary way. How clean is your house at home? If the Pepsi Rink and Mesa Arena is as clean as it is here, you can almost eat off of that bathroom floor, Bob. I'm telling you.
Again, I hope my wife doesn't watch this, but she will. No, she says it all the time. In fact, she went into my bathroom and scrubbed my toilet and did my sink, and she goes, if we had guests ever stop by and they walked into your bathroom, she goes, I'd be shocked because I know it's not that way at the rink. Or, if my laundry's not folded or I don't dust somewhere, I mean, she always goes, I know it's not that way at the rink, but you just can't come home and do it, can you? So, no, here we're very, that's one thing we pride ourselves on, but I will tell my wife I do not do a good job of that at home, and I apologize.
Well, she deserves a lot of credit for being a supporter of yours with highschoolhockey.com and what you do here. Thanks, my friend, again for the time tonight.
All you do, too, is great. You're having video and what you guys do and all the sports you cover outside besides hockey. It's just great that you're doing this for the kids, and we thank you, too.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Bob. That's Bob Gillen from the Mesa Arena and North Dakota highschoolhockey.com. It's now highschoolhockeynd.com. 26 years Bob has dedicated his time in the winter to promote high school athletes for the love of the game. Gotta love that, don't you? Thanks again, Bob, for all you do. We're through 2 periods of play. Minot High leads Bismarck High. It's 2-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Matt and I will break it down when we come back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice, oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Magic Towing, intermission report. Well, they had 2 minutes on the clock. They just took it down to 0, Matt, so we'll quickly go into our game rewind. Here's some highlights from the hockey game brought to you by DriveRyan.com. Browse their massive inventory online, DriveRyan.com. Minot leads 2-0. Dieter's been the story in this hockey game. See a couple of his stops in this highlight reel. Brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. There's a goal that was tucked home from Thompson, his first as a Magi. Then the power play goal coming here in just a moment for the Magicians. A shot came from the point, but they dropped the puck on us, Matt, so let's get ready for our third period of play.
No warnings, let her rip.
Don't you love when they do that? We had a whole intermission show to do. Big thanks to Bob Gillen, by the way, for joining us. Minot High's in white, Bismarck High's in black. As we buzz on through the Magic Towing intermission report, I think we could probably pull some strings to get the time allotted that we had scheduled for that.
I think so.
Intermission show. Big thanks again to Magic Towing and DriveRyan.com, bringing you segments there. There's a shot on goal from Schmeichel, sent down in front from Morelli, and it was hammered on the net. Here's the numbers from the period. These numbers brought to you by our friends at DriveRyan.com through 2 periods of play. 2-0 Minot High. Shots are 36-7. Minot 1 for 2 on their power play opportunities. Dieter's been the story of the hockey game. No question about that tonight here for the Bismarck High Demons.
He's keeping it close, which is good.
Puck handled here by Strand. Fired forward, hit a shin pad, comes all the way back up to center ice where Minot High gives chase with Richardson. He's ridden off the play. Back the other way, we go down for Steen. Upended there by Michael L. L's got the puck. He's pinned against the far wall. Out with it come the Demons. Oh, not for long. Taken there by L. Oh, L's creamed on the far side. Delayed call coming here against Bismarck High School. Another big hit as Strand went down hard. Now we're going to have a stop of the play, and Minot High is going to find themselves back on the power play. And the physicality is going to pick up here for Bismarck High in this third period. You'd have to guess they get rung up for one on a cross-checking call. Now there's 2 coming in the box here, Matt.
Boy, you don't see that very often. But you got to give the refs credit. A lot of refs won't call 2 in 1 shift.
Well, let me retract that. They just had the wrong guy. I do apologize.
Right, exactly. Okay. You were testing me.
I was testing you, making sure you're still sharp.
Right. You lost me on that one, but yeah, no, it's another power play for Minot. The Dieters need to come up with some big saves, keep it a close game.
Puck's taken up at the line. Morelli had it stripped from him. Short-handed chance. Here comes Schneider with the puck. He'll fire. And save from Keller. Short-handed chance for Bismarck High. Schneider's got it again. And Schneider's going to work it back into his own territory now. He's hounded by Morelli, and it's freed here. Back at center. Puck drops down into the zone. Comes Freezy. Morelli stripped him from it. Power plays out for 1:32 for the Magi as the puck has moved forward from Thompson. How about Bob Gillen? All those hours, can you imagine 26 years of typing in those score sheets every single night manually across every game in our state of North Dakota?
Think of stats, you think of Bob.
Wow. A lot of credit is deserved. Here's Panasock on the power play, back in with it for the Magi. Trying to go back to Thompson. Got it over to Morelli now in the near wing. He's going to walk down with it. Toe drag, fired, save, rebound, kicked away, and sent all the way down. Well, another grade A scoring opportunity for Minot High School. And Dieter's got another big stop here. Hate to be the spoiler. I think I know who the MVP of tonight's hockey game is.
Easy choice.
Puck's underneath the net now. Morelli's got it back in behind the cage. Pushed away far side, comes back up now here to deal. Shuffled off, Panasock walking out, sends it out. Oh, what a play there. Diving in front of it was Schnell. And then Schnell sends it all the way to the other end of the ice. Keller fires it right back up to neutral. Off to L. Got it into the hands of Hagenau. Hagenau out front for Richardson. Good stick on puck there for the Demons. Getting a hand on it was Richards. Comes back away now far side wing, where Richardson pinches down for the Magi. Has room underneath the net. Out for a stroll now as Richardson walks in the circle. He'll turn and fire. Blocked again. Bismarck goes to full strength. L's got it. Fires. Save. Comes back to L. Fires again. And another stop there from Dieter. This kid has been sensational in this hockey game, let me tell you. That was shot number 39 on the Bismarck High net keeper. He stopped 37 in the showdown against Minot High School here tonight, giving Bismarck High a chance late in the hockey game with 13-18 left in the contest.
I think Minot's said they're getting the right chance. I think there's still opportunities where Minot's passing up a shot. They're trying to be a little too fancy in the slot. Just got to put them on net. Got guys crashing the net for rebounds. That you don't. I mean, in a tight game, maybe being fancy. I don't know if that's the way you want to look at it. Just old-fashioned. Just get it to the net.
Marsland from the point tried to fire. Knocked down by traffic in front. Steen takes it, moves it off. Up at center now the Magi working across here for Thompson. Out of his reach, and now it's worked back into Minot High territory. Well, the physicality starting to pick up here in the third, as to be expected in the 140th matchup ever between Minot and Bismarck. Minot's got the all-time advantage in the series, 77 wins, 60 losses, and 3 ties. Another shot on goal. That time, Bradley sent it in, catching mid-save again from Dieter, and he'll hang on to it. Can you imagine 140 times these two teams have played? Think about the blood, sweat, and tears, and the 50 years that these two teams have collided.
A lot of games.
50 years is quite a milestone, isn't it?
It's good for the program.
Off the draw, Rutlick fired, knocked down, comes away Richardson, tipped in front. Schmeichel tried to go to the backhand. Rutlick gets it back at the point. Bakaluk had it stripped from him, and it's sent back in to the Minot High end, where Keller went down to a knee to play it. Hard forecheck coming here from Easton Richards. Comes back away down to the Magi and Morelli. Morelli to Rutlick. Oh, Morelli's dumped on the play. He'll go down to the corner to retrieve here. Comes up to Richardson at the point. Richardson tried to sauce it backhand. Taken away there by Schwark. Fired right back into the Minot High end. Under 12 to play, third period. Puck's taken here by the Demons. Shot on goal, pad save. Schwark fires the 9th shot against Keller of the hockey game. Now Schmeichel's got it. It's a 2-on-2 drill. Rutlick turns the burners on. He's into the zone. Spins away from a check. Now Rutlick works in the corner here. Puck comes back away to Mac Morelli at the point. Jace Lemon fires in. Hudson Cope on the doorstep. Denied by Dieter. Rutler works in deep. Comes back away now to the Demons. They have it here with Cope saying, and he'll fire it all the way down. This will be an icing. 41 shots on goal for the Magi compared to the 9 for the Demons. And Owen Dieter has been the storyline here tonight for Bismarck High, the 0-1 club that looks to get back to winning ways after going 1-17 a season ago. With a goaltender like this, they're going to win more than one this year, I'll promise you that much.
They'll be in most games.
The young man has been large tonight. There's been some greats that have played at Bismarck High. There's been some greats that have played at Minot High in the goal paint. Only another drop for Minot High was Nick Christopher. He's going to be asked to leave the circle. He may have blood potentially. The neck guard wasn't strapped, so he had to hop off the ice surface.
Equipment issue.
Back over on the far side. Hudson Cope tried to free it. Comes back away down to Steen. Now Schmeichel run into at the line by Schneider. Puck's freed back in the Bismarck high end. Working it up to center ice now was Quentin Wolf, taken away there by Jace Lemon. Schmeichel scrubbing for it, Lemon back after it. Lemon's going to pick it up back behind his own net and send it around the dasher all the way up to center where Panasuk left it for Schmeichel, and Schmeichel skates in. 2-0 Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Both goals came in the second. Rutlick had one of them. Thompson had the other. Morelli, Deal, and Lemon have assists in the hockey game. Now Thompson again at center ice. Shuffles it on back. Onto the tape here for Groshi. Panasuk had the hit. Thompson had it freed. Puck's taken away by the Demons into the offensive zone. They skate with it. Deal dangling his way through neutral ice. L had it taken off of his tape. Here by Schwark. Back at center for the Magi. Groshi off to Thompson. Dump and chase game for the Magi is on. Schwark back here on the near wing trying to clear. Deal will hold it in. Deal back to the point. Got it back to Groshi. Sends it in. In on net, and again, Dieter comes up with the stop as he went down to the pillows to hang on tight to it. Well, when you think about Bismarck High hockey, you think about 12 region tournament titles. Their most recent came in 2017. 40 state tournament appearances. 39 state tournament appearances for Bismarck High. Minot High's got 41. Minot High's got more than any other team inside of the WDA. Minot High's got a few of those region titles underneath their belt as well. '18 region championships in the regular season. Starting to wonder if they're cursed, however, in WDA tournament time. Last title for the Magi in the tournament was 2006. Delay call coming. Now we're going to get some rough stuff after the whistle. And hang on tight, the boys will be boys here as the conversation gathers after the play.
Well, you don't want to get too many, you don't want to let penalties start coming into play because it's still a tight game.
Hooking's the call here as Groshi goes into the box. Demon power play comes out. This hockey game not over by any means. It's been lopsided to say the least. Shots are 43-9 Minot High, but it's still a 2-0 score. The Magi shorthanded now as the puck goes up to center. Morelli hooked up on the play. Puck comes back away down to Bismarck High as they work onto their own end. Elias Johnson back behind his own cage. Groshi on the hooking call has the Demons on the power play. Up to center ice, into the Minot High end come the Demons. Met there by Lemon, he's got it pinned up in the skates on the far wall. Panasuk intercepts. Easton Panasuk, shorthanded. Ridden off on the wall, far side wing. Puck's taken by the Demons now as they work out to center. Panasuk having a full-on brawl back here almost with Johnson. Back inside the Bismarck High end. 8 minutes on the dot to play, third period. Demons go up to center with it. Deal's on the retrieve. Deal's got it in his skates. Now he's got real estate. Here's Deal, fired forward off to Rutlick. Deal was pasted after the play as he got the puck away. Well, you better buckle up tight. This one not over yet, Matt, and it's starting to get a little bit chippy here in the Magic City. Oh, speaking of which, Schmeichel goes for a ride. Big time hit there. And a whistle on the play.
A good shoulder, yeah, good hit, the blue line. Bismarck, they don't want to give him the line easy. I think Minot's just trying to be a little too fancy at times.
Take another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Slow on the trigger button here. Let's see if we can get another look at Schmeichel coming in. Well, we got the tail end of Schmeichel ending up on his backside. 23 seconds remains of power play time for the Demons. Delay call coming on Bismarck High is tripped up. Down in the corner was Tate Hagenow. And Minot High will find themselves in a 4-on-4 for the next 17 seconds. After that, the Magi will go back to the ServPro power play. ServPro with 24/7 emergency service trained technicians and advanced technology at ServPro. Quentin Wolf on the interference call. 2 minutes in the box. And the Magi send Morelli out with Panasuk and Thompson. Deal will be the fourth member of the crew on the 4-on-4 for the next 17 seconds. Goal here for Minot High School would send a nail into it, I would have to think. Here's Thompson off the draw. High riser, rebound, save, another shot, side of the cage, all Panasuk. That young man's gonna have nightmares tonight. That's the third time he's had a yawning goalmouth in the hockey game. Comes back away now to Thompson. Demons are now shorthanded. Minot's on the ServPro power play. Groshi's out of the box. Comes up top now for the Magi. Here's Panasuk far side. Goes back to Morelli with it. Top of the circle. Now Deal spins it back away to Panasuk. Panasuk out in front. Tried to feed Thompson. Here's Morelli back up to Deal. Sends it over to Panasuk. Surveys back door. Tried to feed Thompson. Morelli's got it here with 1:15 of power play time. Deal from the point, gets it off to Mac Morelli. The All-Stater out front. Rutlick, high riser missed. Rutlick again in the slot. Shooting gallery this time. Fires and scores. Well, Rutlick's got a pair in the hockey game. Another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Low blocker side, and Rutlick gives Minot High School a 3-0 lead on the ServPro power play goal. Let's listen in.
Good physical out there.
Well, they say Panasuk and Thompson on the assists on the Rutlick power play goal. Rutlick second of the game. Well, you better buckle up now. 6 minutes left of the contest. Dieter makes the stop. Hang on tight. We've got more after the play. And the pushing and shoving continues on here. I don't think they're talking about what is going to be had for Thanksgiving dessert coming up in 2 days, my friend.
Probably not. I don't think they're asking about left side. Yeah, Dieter's played well. I mean, he power play. You take away the power plays, and I think it's a 1-goal game.
Thompson in on the draw. Bismarck High wins it back off the draw there for the Demons. His numbers for the Demons are a bit tricky to read. It was Feist that won the faceoff for Bismarck High School. Thompson back behind the net now. Works here for the Magi. Minot leading 3-0. Back up at the point for the Magi. It's going to be sent down from Deshaw. Comes to the side of the cage. Hagenow works out with it. He'll drop it off here. Marsland with a lane. Fires, pad save, rebound out front. Hagenow fired, another pad stop. Demons trying to clear, Minot pressuring at the line. It's held in by Deshaw. Here's a chance for Bismarck High School on the rush the other direction. This is Richards. He'll walk and fire. Keller says no. 4:45 to play in regulation. 3-0 Magi on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Up to center ice now for the Demons and into the zone. It comes for Steen. Sends it out front. Make that Schneider trying to feed Steen out front. Schneider's got it back again. He's pasted on the play. Comes away now here to Marsland. Shuffled on ahead for the Magi and Schmeichel. Center ice for the Magicians, taken by Hagenow. He'll wait for trailers. He coughed it up and gave it to Freese, and Tanner Freese's in. Puck's taken by Minot High's Pakaluk. Fired back forward now here for Freese. Richardson has it. Richardson will take it back into his own end. To Rutlick. Tried to go to Panasuk. He's got it. Panasuk will break in. Somehow it comes back on goal. The stop is made there from Dieter. Lead pass ahead into the offensive zone for Bismarck High is Freese. Pakaluk back to his partner Richardson. Surveys. Gives it to Morelli. 3.5 to play in the third. Here comes Mac Morelli. Coast to coast for Mac. Intercepted on the play. Comes away now to Wolf. There's a hit on the play from Rutlick. And we're going to have coincidentals possibly coming here. Let's take another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
I think it's just Minot.
Well, Rutlick to the box. Panasuk wants to come over and talk about it as well. Panasuk going in. Panasuk's going to end up with a unsportsmanlike, I'd have to assume here. Timeout, Bismarck High School. First International Bank and Trust brings you the timeout on the ice. First International Bank and Trust, proudly serving our area since 1910. They've grown to be a giant in the banking industry. First International Bank and Trust with the locations in Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Built on the bond between our employees and the customers. It's First International Bank and Trust. They bring you the timeout. Demons have a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes when we come back to the Pepsi Ring.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Rutlick got a 2-minute roughing call. Panasuk for unsportsmanlike, and it's a 5-on-3 Bismarck High School. Demons on the power play, setting it up down and deep. Minot High's end. At the point, across it came from Johnson. Loose out in front of Keller. Firing towards the net. That one bounces off into the corner. Deal after it. Scrubbing down and deep. Deal soccers it free. Away with it comes Schwark. Sends it around the near side wall. 1.5 remains on the 5-on-3 power play. In the near circle, sent out in front of the Minot High cage. Keller sticks it away. Morelli with a backhand, launches it all the way down about 180 feet. And Morelli cleared the zone with it. And now the Demons will set it back up in their own territory with 2.5 to play. Puck comes up to center ice. Taken here by Bismarck High's Richards. Down into the corner for Richards. Hits the brakes here. Schwartz back to the line. Comes to Johnson. Far side. Here's a wrister in on Keller. Denied it. Comes back up top. Work back away. Far point. Another shot on goal. Bismarck High scores on the power play. Well, they get one on the power play. They're down by 2 now here late in the contest as there was traffic out in front. Shot came in from the line from Quentin Wolf.
Well, it's like we talked about. You got to stay out of the penalty box. You take one, that's one thing, but when you're down 5-on-3, you know your goalie's going to get a ton of shots. That's just most teams. They're going to move the puck around. They're going to get shots. you can't blame Keller on that. There's traffic in front. Doesn't take much. Go off somebody, can't see it.
Schwark from Wolf on the power play. Let's listen in. Schwark from Wolf. Power play goal for the Demons. They're back within 2 here with 94 seconds left in regulation. Bismarck High still on the power play. Keller makes the stop. Now a crowd will gather again. And some more rough stuff happening here with 89 seconds left in the hockey game. Power plays up for the next 8 seconds here for Bismarck High. Would you expect the Demons to pull their netminder at some point here?
I would pull them right now. I mean, what do you got to lose? You're down 2. Face off in the offensive zone. But we're up here, and some guys think differently. You got to gamble. I mean, why wouldn't you?
I'm with you. Well, they keep him in the pipes. Remains 5-on-4. Here's a drive that's knocked down out in front of the Minot High net. Now deal down to the corner. Now the Magi are at full strength as Panisuk comes out of the box. Netminder remains in the goal paint down on the left side of the ice surface. Here comes Rutlick on the rush. Rutlick down into the corner, trying to feed it out to Panisuk. Final minute of play in regulation. Touched on the play here by the stick of Freese. He's got it underneath the Minot High goal. Now the net goes vacant. Blocker side of Keller. 40 seconds left in the hockey game. Minot High trying to make it 10 in a row against the Bismarck Demons. Last time the Bismarck High had a victory over Minot High was back in 2020. Minot's going to add the cherry on top. Thompson's got his second to the game for the Magi. (4-1) Minot High School. Play started with a hard forecheck from Rutlick as we watch it back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Schmeichel got it to Thompson, and Thompson's got his second as a magician. And Minot High is going to escape the Pepsi rink with a late third period scare from Bismarck High. Minot will move to 1-0 on the season. 25 seconds remain. It's all academic from here as the puck comes away off the far wall. Cope's got it, fires, save, rebound. Out in front. All right, kids, cut him down for the final time here tonight. Cope fires, save, rebound, right at the goal paint. Minot High scores again. Well, the Magi make it 5-1 as it's tucked home. On the doorstep for the Magicians was Tate Hagenau, and Hagenau puts it to the back of the net to the Magi. Lead 5-1 here with 5.3 seconds left in the hockey game. Well, you feel for a kid like Dieter, who's been sensational here tonight. You hate to see that one end up in the back of the net.
It's a lot closer than 5-1. I mean, that's for sure. He's kept Bismarck in it for the most part up until just a couple minute stretch of some bad plays.
Well, the Magi walk off of their home ice surface on their home opener with a 5-1 win over Bismarck High. Join us for our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame. We'll have our Magic City Home Leisure move of the game and our MVP brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, the MVP haircut experience. They bring you the MVP here tonight. We'll have all that coming up in our planning team financial Shots Crossroads postgame show.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Black Friday starts now, only at Magic City Home Leisure. Get a free sauna when you buy an in-stock hot tub. Relax this holiday season and save big at Magic City Home Leisure's Black Friday sale going on now.
5-1's the final in the 140th matchup all time between Bismarck High and Minot High, and the Magi have won 10 straight now against Bismarck, and they improved to an overall all-time record of 78 wins, 60 losses, and 3 ties. Tonight they did it with a 5-1 score and a 52-12 shot margin in the hockey game. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. Alongside of the former University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, Minot High standout Matt Morelli. I'm Nick Holberg. Overall, your thoughts tonight here, Matt, in this hockey game as we enter our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame?
Well, I think it was a good start for Minot. I mean, Bismarck, it was closer than 5-1. Dieter kept him in the game. You take away the empty netter, it was probably a 3-1 game. I mean, a couple bad breaks with Bismarck and a couple power play goals for Minot, but I mean, you need to get one under your belt, get the season rolling, so they can you get some guys that get some experience. You got some new guys, some new guys on both sides, some young guys, and you have maybe some different line combinations. So it's gonna be a feeling out stretch, and Bismarck will be better their next game. They've played one more than Minot. Minot will be better. They've got a week off to prepare for another West Region matchup, and these West Region runs, they don't always have to be pretty wins, but main thing is to get the points. Get the points, move on, take a look at the film and see where they got to improve in certain areas. And Keller wasn't tested a ton, but he made the saves when he had to, and give Dieter credit. He kept Bismarck in there. Granted, they were pinned in their zone for stretches that were a long couple like 2 shifts in one, but either way, he made the saves and he made the game close, and that's what, for Bismarck, a lot of positive things to take from that.
Yeah, a lot of positives without a doubt. Here's some of the highlights from the hockey game brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. The young man from Bismarck High in the gold paint certainly has a handful of these in this contest. First big save of the game here tonight. That one off the toe as Morelli set up Strand. And the young man from Bismarck High stood in there tall tonight, no question about it. Here's your scoring recap. Rutlick from Deal and Morelli on the power play in the second made it 1-0 Minot High. There's the goal right there. Thompson and Lemon then got on the board for the Magi. That made it 2-0 Minot High School. More opportunities in the game on the power play. Rutlick from Thompson and Panasuk. Then Schrank from Wolf for Bismarck High brought it back to a 2-goal game late, 3-1. Minot High then scored again with Thompson from Schmeichel. Then Hagenau ended it for the Magi at the end of the contest. Those are your highlights and a look at some of the action from tonight's matchup with the scoring recap brought to you by our friends at Ryan Family Dealerships. Final shots on goal, 52-12, Minot High. Goaltender saves, 48 for Dieter, 11 for the young man from Minot High School and Devin Keller. Time for our MVP of the game, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips brings you the MVP haircut experience. Well, you get a young man from Minot High that gets his first 2 points ever as a Magician, pair of goals for Thompson. However, I thought the 48 save performance tonight from Dieter really is deserving. I think people would think we're crazy if we didn't give the MVP to the Bismarck High netminder.
Yeah, he played well. He thought he was calm in there. He didn't panic. He maybe got a few lucky breaks, but all in all, you make that many saves, only give up 4. You're keeping your team. You give your team a chance, even though they were a lot of shifts that they were just were stuck in their own zone, couldn't get it out. That's what you need. You need a guy that you're comfortable with, can make some saves, make some that you probably might not always make, but either way, you start when the team is on the rise and maybe gonna had a tough year the year before. You start with the goal and go out. Start with the goalie, and it starts at the back end. You got to have a guy that can make saves back there.
Well, congratulations. Dieter is our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. Find them in Minot and in Bismarck. Magic City Home Leisure brings you the move of the game. Tonight, move of the game brought to you by our good friends at Magic City Home Leisure. Stop in and check out their massive inventory of hot tubs, spas. They've got ping pong tables. They've got saunas in there. They've got pool tables. Right in time for Christmas, too, at Magic City Home Leisure. Find them online or stop in on South Broadway, the Magic City. I'm going home to the hot tub tonight after this one, Matt, and I'm going to enjoy it. I tell you what, it's fantastic stuff. Your move of the game. Power play goal, the first of the night for the Magi. It was Rutlick's tip out in front on the shot from the point that gave the Magicians a 1-0 lead. Not easy on a play like this always to make the perfect tip like 29 does, right in the center slot, the dead center of your screen in front of the Bismarck High goal here, hey?
Good. It's you pour that many shots on goal, you got to be patient. You keep working. The goals are going to come. You can't get frustrated. I think Minot just kind of stuck with their game. At times they had a few breakdowns, but they still the amount of shots you have that many shots. If you can get 30, 35 in the game is good. You get 45, 50, that's even better.
Yeah, 40 more shots than your opponent. You're bound to win. You should at least, without question. Magic City Home Leisure brings you tonight's move of the game. Well, partner, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week for more high school hockey on the PSP Network. Job well done as always.
For sure. Good work.
Good luck watching your son Mason play in the NHL as well. That's exciting news. Hoping for more time in the lineup with the Vegas Golden Knights.
Thanks, Nicky.
Yeah, without a doubt. More games coming up on the PSP Network this week. Not tomorrow, however. The day off for the PSP crew to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. On Friday, you can watch West Fargo at Century at 5 o'clock. And then the Spartans take on the Sabres. Fargo North against Legacy at 7:30 coming up on Friday evening. Todd Domrys will have the call for you on the PSP Network. That will do it tonight here from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. Final score for the final time, 5-1. The Magi take care of the Demons, making it 10 in a row against Bismarck High School. Minot moves to 1-0. The Demons drop to 0-2. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Matt Borelli, for Bob Gillen joining us on the call here tonight at the Intermission, I'm Nick Kohlberg signing off. But first and as always, a big thank you to all those military men and women, all of our veterans out there and active service personnel. Thank you for doing what you do. God bless our military, active, and veteran status servicemen and women. God bless America. Thank you all for doing what you do. I'm Nick Kohlberg signing off again from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena. 5-1. Minot High gets the win over Bismarck High. Until next time, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a good night, and God bless.
now, only at Magic City Home Leisure. Get a free sauna when you buy an in-stock hot tub. Relax this holiday season and save big at Magic City Home Leisure's Black Friday sale going on now.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.